All right, welcome everyone to the 7th race of the 5th season of Chaos on the Roads. We're just gearing up to begin the actual league race. We just got out of the preliminary race that we've started doing each week. What did you guys think of it?
It's good.
I didn't make it in time for that.
Well, it's just a way that it can pull people in and allow for some practice. It's not necessary at all.
And then starting at the time you did work too.
Yeah, I believe that was also a wise choice. Allows for plenty of time to get into things.
Like mischief. Yeah, I launched
It
you
would
to
give
do
you a
that.
chance to learn some stuff, because if you're coming off pit road, you really need to watch, and if you're passing pit road, you really be watching.
Now,
Everything is going
It's
to
a
merge
unique
rather quickly.
exit for sure. Because it's basically get out and launch, and then you're launching into a straightaway with everyone else. Well,
And
a
then
small
you're launching
straight.
around that little. It's not quite a chicane, but it's kind of like a chicane, and you're bouncing back and forth.
That's why every try like that in that race, I was trying to just hug the left side of it no matter what coming into that area, so like I would be to the left already.
Hopefully this works and I didn't cut this too small. Because if I did, I would be very put out.
Bonjour, mes amis.
hello. Welcome. Now, I will remind everyone that the top 5 in points, which include Drew, myself, Goose, DJ, and Beefy, that we have to be driving the Solstice this race. Yeah, that is the contender class for this particular competition.
After the opening race, I might stick with the street stock or go with the BMW.
Yeah, I
You
think
don't want to drive the BMW. The BMW is just awful.
You guys were way faster than everyone else, though.
You can't keep it on the track. You spin out, you hit the wall. You don't want to race the BMW.
BMW is phenomenal. It's the best car in the fucking service.
Oh, not for Sean. Sean couldn't. I mean, it would just be awful for him. He doesn't need to run it.
Are you just trying to not get people to run it because you want to run it?
Oh no, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, okay, cool.
He definitely
Strategery.
would do that.
I'm definitely gonna run the BMW now.
I would probably run the Clio. The Clio would be really good.
I've already ran the Clio.
I did
2
too,
weeks
that's why
ago.
I can't run it.
So good news, bad news, guys. If you want to see my fat ass on TV, I might be on TV doing over-the-wall pit stops up north here.
Oh, nice. Hello, Drew.
Who's up?
The Solstice is up. You're going to be driving it.
I know this.
Well, let's hope the Solstice isn't up, because that means it's in a catch fence.
I'm hoping I can somewhat repeat last week.
Okay.
How'd the open go?
It went well. We had 12 total registered drivers.
No, unfortunately, I have the league race before this, so I can't join.
Well, the whole point of the preliminary race is to allow for anybody outside the league to join in and to allow practice if you want it. So, it's completely
if you get prelim
optional.
race, you get a bunch of like league regulars come in, then people kind of know what to expect when they get here, right?
Yeah. Let's see. I'm actually going to double check and make sure that we see any league. Yes, we have somebody who wants to join us for this.
Bullshit. I see my beautiful street stock sitting there and I have to run a stupid Pontiac Solstice.
Like you.
Okay, we are open. And it's Drew, myself, Goose, DJ, and Beefy who are in the Solstice.
I'm still debating on what to drive.
DJ, you are muted.
Yes, I got a lot going on around my head right now, so I was keeping it muted so I wasn't sharing everybody's information.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? This is still too big.
Crazy.
I have shaved off like, I want to say about 6 inches off of this thing, and it's
So
still
yes,
too
Mr.
big.
Bones, the Pontiac is essentially just a production car.
I can't with that conversation. I'm not mature enough for this.
Okay, then shut up.
I said my piece the way I said my piece.
I am making a laundry bag, and it's not working. I am attempting to make one. And it keeps giving me trouble.
There's going to be 4 of us, I guess, in the Solstice, because Drew said he's not going to make it.
Well, he
I'm
might,
just gonna have this.
but then again, he did say that he wanted to get to bed early, didn't he?
Yeah, because his work schedule.
I'm just gonna have this really, really weird wrinkle in the bottom of my laundry bag. That's fine,
It gives it character.
I guess.
So remember with JD's My Little Pony car, we talked about all that stuff?
Huh?
So we build what's called demo cross cars up here, and I build them and put people in them because, well, it's fun for me to be an asshole. So I am building this 19-year-old kid a full derpy unicorn demo cross car.
Derpy unicorn?
Yeah,
Derpy the Pegasus.
I don't know. I do not follow the show. I am just making it where it has an air horn that shoots glitter out of its ass and put a horn on the front.
Oh my god.
And I will have the remote control to the horn. He won't.
You're gonna need to take pictures or record video of that.
Well, last year I put the horn wired to the guy's brake pedal, so every time it hit the brakes, the horn went off.
I'm also, speaking of My Little Pony, I've gotten back into it, and I'm now trying to attempt to make a Vinyl Scratch cosplay because, of course, why not?
It's a fan favorite character.
She is iconic. At least her design is.
Yeah. She's in the same league as Derpy.
Well, I mean, it's the background 6.
Mm-hmm.
Derpy and Vinyl Scratch are two of 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
If you were closer, I'd let you paint the demo cross car for the guy.
Me? I mean, I suppose I could.
I said if you were closer.
Because this is going to be a real life car, not something in iRacing.
Yeah. This is, well, Never mind.
So I have a friend up here that's an artist slash my nerd friend, and
Yeah.
she painted me a Spider-Man car last year.
Nice.
Ooh.
Hello.
I love how this combines all my worst parts of the 24-hour race into one piece.
Driving a
Of course
production
that
car
happens.
at the curves of Daytona, huh?
Well, the best part is I was in JD Split, but he just ignored me the entire time.
If you hear sewing machine noises, I'm sorry.
I'd be more concerned if I heard bacon noises, and then I'd get hungry.
We've got people in the comments arguing. We've got Peppo Jackson saying, Barry Punch is best pony, the most famous alcoholic. And then we've got Major Peepo saying, Fluttershy is better pony than your Barry Punch.
I didn't know we were live already.
Yep, we're live.
What have I started?
Oh. Trust me, Mr. Bones, in the comments. MLP is something that that is liked by people that you would least expect.
Car 55 just hit the fastest lap. 49.49.
Slow down!
Huh?
Get stopped. All right.
Ah, there we are. That's fun. Right.
Go left. Car 55 just hit the fastest lap. 49.195.
Oh God.
You know, I don't understand why we can't use the normal pit road.
You have to drive 2 miles to get there, wouldn't you?
No, you just
Or
have to
get
drive
back
the
on
pits
the-
and do a U-turn like you do Charlotte.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
How many laps do you think we're doing, Kelvin?
Well, I think we'll be doing about 30. That's what my calculation
Clear
was.
the right.
Oh crap. Dang it. That's way
But
too
that's-
hard.
Come on, car.
But, That's for the Pontiac. The other cars will undoubtedly be able to do more. Oh! Ah!
Stay on the
Yeah,
right.
it won't be much more.
Sorry.
It'll be,
Clear on the left.
everybody will be doing between like 30 and 33 or 34 at the most.
Right side. Clear the right.
Grass.
I don't know if it's gonna work.
We made it work.
Nice.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
I was pretty worried about you holding that outside there.
I don't know. I got a whole practice.
I was
on the
making it
last
as
race.
easy for you as I could, but I still wasn't sure.
Right side. Stay on the left. Got a slow car on the right. Stay on the left.
thank
car
you.
stops on the right. Go left.
Ooh! Ah!
Clear the right.
Sorry, Gova.
Oh, there's SRXs. I did
Had a
not
70
even.
come
I
over on me.
didn't even look at the list of cars because I knew what we were driving, so I didn't.
I was
don't
thinking
even
about
know
using
what
the
race
SRX and I chose not to. Oh, that reminds me, I need to.
We're just in a right to get run over soup, aren't we?
It's going to be an interesting race.
I'm gonna have to reboot.
All right. We'll see you in a bit.
I did not need to snap the
Got a
Daytona
slow car on the right.
right off my
Go left.
darn chair.
Is anyone Canadian enough
That was
to
your
remember the
fastest
show
lap of
Reboot?
the session.
I remember it.
watching it as a kid.
Like that cameraman?
I'm actually thinking about rewatching it on Prime Video.
What did Rick say?
What?
I didn't catch what Rick said.
Oh, if anyone's old enough to remember Reboot.
Hey, Drew, look at our times.
I can't. I'll kill Cobra.
Whoa!
They're practically identical. They're off by like 1/1000th. Major
Yeah, I'm a
Peepo is saying in the
49,194.
comments that he remembers Reboot.
Oh, nice.
You're a 49,195.
Well, that's fun. The bob and thread
Right side.
snapped on me.
Clear the right. Slow car ahead. Left side. Car stopped ahead. Go left. Clear on the left.
Wow, Phil, you're facing traffic.
Yeah,
I just
I
didn't
was talking to
realize.
myself. I said I'm in the middle of the track. I got to keep off of that curve. It's the only one it doesn't like. Not going over there.
Oh! Oh, I can't believe I saved that.
Make sure everybody, you take note of where pit entrance is in case you need to go to the pit. Because it's not readily apparent because it's blocked off by two cones.
Hello.
Well, we'll see if it works.
Got a slow car on the right. Right side. Clear the right.
Go.
Well, I almost rear-ended BP. Oh, dang it!
And into the wall.
Whoa! Yeah, that's what I did last race. I misjudged how wide the turn was, and I went right into it.
Clear on the left.
Oh!
Right side.
Oh!
Clear the right.
That's the car that I don't want to go straight. Woo. Okay, that explains that. No wonder I got no freaking spotter. My sound settings are broken again.
They did just do an update, didn't they?
Yeah, the update breaks my settings every time for my sound. I keep on forgetting to reset it back.
Those curves make the cars jump all over the place.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Left side. Clear on the
I
left.
like this road right here.
Okay.
Left side.
Try this
Dang,
again.
Kova. I
So,
thought you were just going.
so
favoring the
pit
inside.
road
Let's
here,
go
the
right behind
entrance is actually a lot more narrow than you think. If you watch my replay, you'll see where the actual entrance is.
Pit boxing.
Whoa!
you. I know where it's at. I was wondering if anybody else is going.
That was bad timing.
There's two cones in.
Yeah, you're exiting into live traffic there, Brian.
It's the one with the two cones, not the
Yeah,
one with
my
the four
spotter
cones.
said absolutely nothing. I need to check my audio settings again.
Impressive I saved that though, right?
Yeah, kudos to saving it. I just got scared, which is fun. But like I said, I didn't hear my spotter at all, so. Okay, let's set you. Oh, that's why it wasn't working. I'm a brain dead moron.
Oh, it's not even the blocked off exit, it's the weird one.
I mean, they're not blocked off. There's just cones on the outside. If you go too far to the left, you're gonna hit one of those two cones. It looks like it's blocked off because it's got cones over it. Like somebody said, "Hey, don't enter here," but that's the pit road. There's no reason for there to be cones there.
God dang it! Ouch. Okay. Good.
And I don't know, but if you go past that one and go through the second one where the 4 cones are, you might get a...
4 cones is unsafe.
Not even, yeah, the pit road correction. That's why I'm telling people, make sure you know which road it is. Go try it out. Pull in so you can see, hey, the thing pop up saying you're on pit road, this is the speed limit. So you know
Kova
which
entered
road you're
actually
on.
the one after that.
So yeah, the one that I entered is also an unsafe. Drew is right that it's the one that has 2 in front of it.
Yeah, it's the first entrance that has 2 cones on the left side. It's right between all the distance marker signs. The distance marker signs are right there.
This
200 and the 100, and you go right between the 100 sign and the cone.
this laundry
I gotta
bag
stop
is
way.
really tall.
Well, you'll never need to worry about size.
I suppose not. It's a little long though. It's about... It comes all the way up to my chest, and laundry bags are probably not supposed to do that.
I mean, depends on how much laundry you have.
Yeah.
And then again, coming up to your chest is not all that significant.
Well, hey.
Admit it, you're short.
Well, yeah. I'm only 1 inch and 3/4 above the... No, not above, below the average height. Well, now
So
what?
you're at least over 5 foot.
At least.
So, cause I've got a sister and I give her hell for being short, but she's like 4'10", maybe, if she's trying hard and trying to lie.
How old is
It's
she?
hilarious. Like 30.
Well, she's got you beat. Ah!
She reached her maximum size when she was like in 5th grade.
Yeah, you did the same mistake that I did, DJ.
Sounds about
Yeah,
right for me too.
whoever's in the 6 was blinking, and it just kind of threw me off. And then I ended up way wide because I didn't know where they were at.
Oh god! Oh!
Threw it away.
Yeah. That turn, you need to be careful that you don't go too wide, because if you do, it's a one-way trip to the pits.
Yeah, that's a screw up with my part.
So nobody's in the Clio yet. Interesting.
I would be, but I already ran it last week, and
Let's see, we have 2 trucks, an SRX, 3 street stocks, 2 BMWs, and 4 Solstices. Nice. And nice, Scott. You're wearing the badge tonight.
Yep.
Really quick, I'm gonna double check.
I didn't put the lights on this one though.
Oh, come on!
Oh!
I keep thinking it's Wednesday because I went to work today.
It used to, yeah, and today used to be your day off.
Yeah. I'm used to Thursdays being my day off, but now I switched it to Fridays off. And it's not going to feel like it's an off day for me tomorrow either because I have a very busy day tomorrow anyway. I'm not going to be home for most of the day.
There we go. Now I can hear my spotter.
Huh. I'm watching Connor and Philip here. Are the SRX and the BMW really that on par? No, I guess not.
He
Wow.
blew past me.
I think that's enough sewing for me today. Yeah. In order to create things, you have to be a bit of a masochist.
Oh.
You know what? Just gonna keep the bobbin in there.
Almost up to qualifying.
Okay,
Whoa!
that was close. That was awfully close. I thought I was going to be rear-ended for a minute there.
I guess cameraman was looking to end, yeah, end with style.
That looked too early for the graveyard, if you ask me.
No, that's practice graveyard.
Hey, Mally's just missing tonight, so he doesn't have to run the Contender Class next week.
Well, we don't know what car's going to be driven.
Oh, crap, thanks for reminding me. I need to remember to get my work schedule tomorrow after work.
Major Peepo says, way to go, Cam, you nerd.
That dude. Whatever you say, Francois.
I really need to get my streaming software all figured out so I can start streaming next season.
I have half the mind to just go to bed right now.
Well, nothing stopping you. You'll just need
You
to
won't
deal
do
with
it.
me talking.
Green flag, green flag.
Have
Honestly,
you-
the guy's right. I'm probably not going to.
Have you at least eaten dinner?
No, I still need to.
Well, why don't you go eat?
I am raiding the fridge as we speak.
What's in the fridge?
What is it called?
Mexican rice.
One more lap.
Ooh, I took that turn way too fast. That wasn't good. That didn't end out of that time
Come
for me.
on.
Oh crap! Oh, wrong button.
All right, there's checkered flag.
I spun it as I crossed the finish line. Oh crap, that wasn't, darn it.
Looks like the contender class is going to be a big showdown between Beefy and Drew, provided that nothing interferes.
I'll mess it up somehow.
You guys are very, very close in your times.
He is beatable. We've seen that last week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he just got the fastest qualifying time.
It's funny because I laid down a third lap and it was like 49.10.
I got a 48.987 when I was practicing, so.
Yeah, this is my first time driving these, hence the no paint job on this.
I'm surprised the guy at 43 with my qualifying time.
All right. You're coming down to the green flag. And everybody's put down a qualifying time. Excellent.
Including the police cruiser.
Indeed.
Oh, my wheel is in the wrong direction. I'm gonna step in my end.
5 cars left to grid.
This is interesting.
Radio check.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid.
You are heard.
Loud and clear.
Waiting on the final
So
car
Drew
to
gets the
grid.
pole in our group, but gets the outside for corner 1.
I can't remember the last time I qualified for.
Everyone's gridded. Green flag, green flag.
Hey, go past, go past.
There's an incident ahead.
Uh-oh. Woo! Ah! Whoa!
You got a slow car on the left, stay on the right, clear on the left.
Yikes!
Left side, go to the top, next car is the leader, stay on the right. Stay on the right, stay on the right, clear on the left.
Oof.
You got a slow car on the left, you got a slow car on the left.
Well, I got a better start than my end.
Wood from the spicy.
Left side, clear on the left.
Yikes! Oh boy.
Right side, clear the right.
Boy, that was a risky one.
Right side,
Whoa!
P3, go get the leader. There's an incident
I'm
ahead.
sorry if
Stay
that
on the
was me.
left. Got a slow car on the right. Stay on the left. Clear the right.
Philip, if you're talking about me, don't worry about it. I'm just here having fun.
That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 49.044.
There's a turn there, Daniel.
Faster car coming up quick. That was your fastest lap of the session. Right side, the car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 48.986. Stay on the left, stay on the left. Stay on the left. Faster car coming up quick. Clear the right. Got a slow car on the right.
Oh, no!
Ahead. Next
My
car is the
bad.
leader. Car stopped on the right. Faster car coming up quick.
I got out of it. I didn't mean to spin you. I was going to give you your spot back if you didn't
Got a
spin.
slow car on the right. Go left. "20 minutes to go. You're in second. Next car is the leader. The leader just did a 52.289. Faster car coming up quick. Right side. Clear the right. Right side. Clear the right.
Oh dear! Whoa!
Right side. Clear the right. Right side. Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Faster car coming up quick. Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Stay on the left.
Whoop!
Clear the right. Right side. Stay on the left. Faster car coming up quick. Stay on the left.
Oh boy.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Got a pretty heavy duel on our hands here.
Faster car coming up quick. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Woof!
Faster car coming up quick.
Uh-oh.
Right side. Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Clear the right.
Sorry.
Faster car coming up quick. Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Right side. The leader just did a 49.375. Stay on the left. Faster car coming up quick. Left side. Clear on the left.
I was wondering if I was ever going to get by you guys.
What was that?
Faster car coming up quick. Right side. Clear the right.
Now it's all me.
That's someone behind me, my bad.
Beefy is catching up. Slowly, but he is.
Faster car coming up quick. Faster car coming up quick. Right side. Clear the right. That was your fastest lap of the session. Faster car coming up quick.
Whoa. Sorry!
Go to the top. The car behind has gone off.
You braked a little bit sooner than I expected. Sorry about that, DJ.
We got damage on the front end. 10 minutes to go. We're in a podium position. The leader just did a
50.837. Car in front of you is for position. You're back in second.
We got damage on the front end.
Oh, we're still driving okay.
Faster car coming up quick.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left.
That was bad.
Sorry, Nathan.
Faster car coming up quick.
Right side. Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Clear the right.
Five minutes to go. The leader just did a
49.42. Right side. Stay on the left. Stay on the left.
faster car coming up quick.
No rush, y'all are
Stay
battling.
on the left. Clear the right. Right side. Stay on the left. Clear the right. Next two cars in front of full position, left side. Stay on the right.
Faster car coming up quick.
Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Left side.
The car behind is pitting.
Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
Faster car coming up quick.
Right side. Stay on the left. Clear the right.
Faster car coming up quick.
Right side. Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Clear the right.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is
1
second.
Right side. Stay on the left.
There's an
Sorry.
incident ahead.
That was
Stay
all
on the
me. My
left.
car got moved.
Clear the right.
Faster car coming up quick.
Every time I catch you, Connor, my car gets moved for some reason.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
We'll make it. Beefy and I were dueling so much I forgot.
Faster car coming up quick.
I wasn't paying attention to the clock.
Clear the right.
Tells you how intense the battle was. So it looks like we'll get to do 31 laps.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Is Drew slowing? His lead has definitely dwindled.
White flag next time by a stripe.
Can Beefy do it?
Where's the pedestrian?
The leader just did a 50.
Can I do it?
It's the one with the 2 cones.
Well, I'm not seeing any 2 freaking cold.
Got a slow car on the right.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, now I see.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
That's the wrong pit entrance.
Yeah, I noticed that the last freaking.
Oh man!
Those 2 cones may be up against the freaking track and not out of the track way.
Great job, driver.
Oof! Man, those last couple of laps were crazy. Great race.
Yeah, Brandon, that was yours, man. Once you got back around Cobra, I slowed up to let you get back up here because I didn't feel right with that.
I would have had a second place finish, but I couldn't find the darn pit entrance until it was too late.
The car behind has gone off.
Where are we all ganging up on?
The race is over.
Turn 1.
You're dropping a lot of fluid. We need to get a pit lane now.
I'm a turtle. I'm fixed.
I'm dead. Ooh. Ugh.
Yeah, Drew, you were.
That kid didn't keep the freaking truck straight.
I used the curb a little bit, and I think as I was using the curb is when you got the back of me, and it just bent the car right around.
Let the guys have a little bit more of a target here. See who else. Well, we got somebody coming in. Wee! Wah! Wow!
And he's out of here.
Yes, sir.
Can I have you change, make a little alteration to my name in the gate?
Yeah. Just remind me once we get out of the race session.
Hey, Brandon, what'd you say in the race chat? I heard you come through on Cova's stream, but I didn't hear you come through in the game for some reason.
Yeah, I was using the curb trying to make the car turn there because I was taking it in too fast, and that's why I had to check up so bad because it was so much faster than me there. So I was hitting the curb, and the car just
That's my
settled
hood.
and hit me, and it went right around. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you had braked just a little bit earlier than normal or if I had braked just a little bit later than normal, but the way we hit and the way you went around, I just didn't feel good about it. I slowed down to give you your spot back immediately, but you spun off, and I was like, well, shit, dude. I felt so bad about that. But I was watching, and once you made caught up and got around Cobra, I had my mind made up. I was gonna slow down and let you at least catch back up with me, and we could race to the end or whatever. But
Yeah,
I wish there had been a couple more laps we could actually race it out. But I didn't want to let Cobra back by, but.
Yeah, like I said, my stuff was burnt up just trying to make this as bad. Like I said, it just happened to be like the perfect spot where I was on throttle again, and as soon as you got into the trunk of the car, it just went right around.
Yeah, I didn't feel bad or feel right about it whenever it happened. I was like, he should have his spot back on that.
Every freaking time I called the Connor, my car said, "Screw you" to me.
You know, if you wanted the most laps led, we could have, just let you go by the next lap, right?
Cameraman, what? And he's dead. And he's gone.
I thought forever to do that.
All right.
I had to burn out a lot of tire to get back to where I was.
Oh, by the way, at the start of the race, I apologize for getting everyone's way. My wheel, I could not figure out if it was straight or not.
Been there.
Well, what happened was I had looked away from my, because I'm using the direct drive wheel, so there's no bell, and it turned on me without me knowing until it's too late.
Did you already go through all the incidents?
No, we're going to be doing that now.
Getting ready to now.
Okay, you guys ready to watch?
Yeah.
Connor, you're still muted, by the way, if you didn't know. I don't know. Just FYI.
I hear people talking on the stream, but not in Discord.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, that's the whole thing that we do, is we mute here in Discord while we're actually racing. All right, here we go. You guys ready?
The race is game.
All except for me.
All right, here we go. Big kerfuffle up there.
Yeah, my wheel was turned all the way to the left, and I didn't realize until the green light had dropped.
Oh no.
Woo!
I had a pretty good start.
Yeah, what happened
I
all
thought
the way up
DJ
front?
almost cleaned me out there.
What happened all the way up front there? No, go back.
Yeah,
500
go back
feet.
to the start.
Yeah, go back to the start.
This is the start.
Yeah, I was trying to get out of everyone's way while I was trying to get my wheel straightened out.
Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. I'm watching your stream and not your Discord stream.
New guy.
Way to go!
Whoa! See what happens here. Whoa!
Now I'm missing all the good stuff.
And it's the only time I ever watch Kova's streams on YouTube is that I'm not participating in the event.
I always put it on while we're sitting.
I watch Discord stream when he does all this, but it's been a while.
Ooh! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Oh no! Oh!
Yeah, he was
There
on
was
the
two
first-
trucks.
Oh.
Yep, there were two trucks.
Yep.
There what? Oh.
Yeah, Connor and I were.
Oh! Gave it a little too much.
Just push it on the gas, bro. That motherfucker goes away.
Trying to find pit entrance. You should have tried to find it earlier on.
I was trying to tell everybody, like right there where Philip just came in. That's where you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
The very first place you can try to turn in. That's the right
Yeah,
one.
the
But I
100
did that,
sign.
and it still gave me a penalty for it.
It never showed Drew actually hitting the back of my car.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That bent my wheel.
Slow down. Nope. No slow down.
Well, if an incident gets missed and you know it, then we'll go looking for it.
What was that, lap 6?
Yeah, it was somewhere right there towards the
Oh,
beginning.
oh no!
They're the first. After Beefy went around, the three of us were running neck and neck for quite a while.
Yeah, I want to go back and take a look at that one.
I could tell by the lap times Drews was kind of waiting to see if I could catch up to you guys. Yeah, this is weird. Dude drove up, he spun on the other side of me. I'm like, well, I guess they're still racing for position.
Still be catch
Oh.
up to them.
Yeah, sorry, I am so sorry, DJ.
Yeet.
Yeah, you braked a little bit sooner than I thought.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going to be going on with those two getting into the corner, so I was kind of...
Yeah, I was trying to slow down so I didn't hit him. So.
Hey, Colvin, next time heading a little bit harder because they got Drew on the way through.
Yeah, he almost took me out. I think I saw that in my mirror. I didn't realize you had spun. I thought you were diving in there. I was like, dang, he's close, man. And I thought I was actually hitting my brakes too early. I was like, dang, he caught up on me.
refused to move over. So that's why they spin out a lot.
Oh no!
That killed me right there.
I wondered why you needed to go into the pits. Yeah, that wall there is deceptive. If you're too far to the outside going through this sweeper, then that happens.
There's a left-hand turn there, and it's sticking out. You're coming
Connor
around
hit
the
that wall,
right-hander,
Duncan,
and
he
it's
catch
like a
up to him.
convex wall coming right at you.
I almost did that a couple times myself.
And then I spun.
Bump.
Oh, no, he actually, I thought I spun before he hit me.
Oh, you were loose. Yeah, you were loose, and then he got into the back.
That's what happens most of the spins right there. People back off, but then get into you because you get sideways.
That right there gave me a drive-through, and that's why I couldn't find the entrance at all.
2 cones.
2 cones and the 100 sign.
I couldn't see no freaking 100 sign. So someone must have knocked it down.
I don't think you can knock those down. I think
No.
you can space through them.
Oh, they weren't rendering on my end then.
At like 2 to go, I was cycling through my black boxes and I hit the wall.
I've done that.
This is after the flag.
And there was one incident that didn't do where I ended up going around. It's the only time I actually went around was when I was following Sean and Spencer in through one of the corners, and they slowed up more than I thought they would, and I slammed on the brakes and
So, is this, which lap would you say?
it was maybe 10 laps before the finish.
So, let's see.
Sean, you might know better than that. When was do you remember whereabouts the battle between you and Spencer was?
Probably lap 26.
We
He's
had
got a
plenty of
52 second lap
battles,
time.
so I'm not sure.
It was near the last hair. It was in the last hairpin. I remember that. Yeah, I would have been. I was much closer to Spencer and Sean at this point.
There's lap 13 where there's no lap time and then a 50-second lap right after it.
Yeah, that's pits.
Right about there.
That's
Yeah,
them.
it's,
Well, here we
it's
go.
coming up. Yeah, because that was them going by me.
Yeah, no, I didn't know where to brake because you would basically turn to a rock, and I got a pass through the grass there and took the lead back.
Yeah, you guys were so close. I didn't have much of a choice. I was
I
already.
didn't realize that was you. I remember that now. You should go back and watch that entry from my view.
Yeah, I was already down there when I got the blue flag, so I was going to let you guys go high and just stay low in the corner.
Because I was chilling, I was going to try to figure out which line ended up being faster, and all of a sudden you just stopped, so I had to turn, and he was stopping, so I had to...
Oh, wow!
Yeah, that's the
Talk about
thing.
ready for evil.
I knew we were coming up to the corner, so I wanted to make sure you guys had the advantage because you're going to lap me anyway.
No, that's probably the one moment I put
What?
probably
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, I hit the brakes too hard. I was closing on them really quick, so I slammed on the brakes and ended up yanking around.
Yeah.
See if you can find mine and Brandon's.
I think it was lap 6.
Somewhere right in there, yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, he got up on the curb and you got into his back end.
Yeah, I was just barely. I was so surprised that you went around.
Yeah, because I was using that little curve hop to make it turn really well there, and then I just literally got on throttle right as he hit me. I'm like, oh.
So let's take a look at the first couple of laps between us.
Because it would have been right after that one is where me and you were, Kova, were running like side by side.
Watch DJ throw it in here.
Who's in the Binford car? Oh, that's DJ. Yeah, I did try to go over and block you right there. I was like, damn it! I had to go around the street stock there spinning. I was like, they're gonna get around me.
Oh, he threw it into turn 1. I'm like, where are you going?
So that's 2 races in a row where the contender class turns out to be a real show. I think it's been a good choice so far. What do you think?
Definitely.
Yeah, it's made for some good racing.
Excellent racing.
Hey DJ, is that my Binford car you're using?
You know what? Probably. I found it on Trading Paints, and that's.
Yeah.
But it's not.
I wasn't sure if I made one for the Solstice or not.
If your tools say Binford, get out of the house! Tools aren't supposed to talk to ya!
Who's in the 6?
The 6.
Spencer Lee.
Because he was blinking
Yeah,
bad.
it wasn't all the
Okay,
time,
just
but when he
wasn't me,
did, it was like, oh my god, he just blinked. It was like
Yeah,
the worst times.
Yeah, because a few of the times.
Look at the bomb by Kova.
Yeah, I didn't, with everybody there, I mean, let's go back and take a look at that from my rear end. Let's see, from the chase camera.
Yeah, I didn't say for a while. I was actually stuck behind you guys.
Yeah, with everybody that was there, I was like, where do I brake? Where do I brake? It was, oh no! Yeah, I was misled by that inner turn, and it worked out in my favor.
Yeah, sometimes the mistakes are the best advantages, so.
Let's see, let's go to Beefy's view here.
Yeah, Drew was like literally a corner away from passing me before we had an incident anyway. And he would have just taken off at the speeds he was doing.
I was about to make the comment that it's awful tough to pass somebody 1/100th of a second per lap. Because that's about all our difference was, about a couple of hundredths of a second.
The weird part is you were really fast at the beginning of the track, where I was kind of faster the second half of the track.
Yeah, I've always had trouble with this turn right here.
Yeah, I'd gain like a 10th or 2 over here, where you gain like 3 tenths in the first turn.
Yeah.
So let's go back to me and
Yeah, watch
DJ.
him close up right here.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, look how much he closes up in that corner, and then I had to pull away the rest of the lap.
But yeah, DJ and I had a duel going.
The dirt flying in the foreground.
Yeah.
DJ's using the Binford because he wanted more power.
Would you like to go outside? Would you like to go outside?
So many times I got next to you and I just didn't have the speed to get through the next turn to get past you.
It took me like 3 laps to pass Kova.
Yeah, I was fast, just not fast enough.
The worst part about trying to catch you guys in the pack after I got turned was you guys all had that little bit of draft help down the straightaways. I'd make up like a 10th or 2, and then all of a sudden I'd watch you guys pull away on the straight. I'm like, this is horse crap.
Because like there, I was dead in front of you, and then you just had enough to run me back down, going into the corner again. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're early in the race when I was behind Drew.
Is that the yeet?
Here it comes. Yeah, here's the yeet. And Drew slowed up a bit, so that allowed us to catch back up to him.
Yeah, because before he went off in the grass, I was waiting for him to recover, and I was just going to let him get right back in front of me.
I'll let you guys go,
You were just stuck playing in the grass, weren't you?
but I caught you back again.
I was thinking, can I catch him? No, I guess I can't.
Yeah, Drew was running just fast enough to retain the lead, but try to let me catch the pack.
I don't want to hear that. It's depressing.
Yeah, you catch the inside of that curve right there, and it just lifts the whole car up off the ground.
Yep.
But if you catch that curve perfectly, it hooks so well.
Yeah, you want to be on it, but the inside, like 3 or 4 inches, just launches the car in the air.
Yeah, here the three of us are just clogging up the veins.
Yeah, I moved
Just
to
keep-
one lane, then the back car would change into that lane. It's like,
By the time you get around, the front cars come over. I do my best. I do a lot of multi-class racing. I always try my best.
Oh, whoa,
Stay out of
whoa!
the way. Go back to that. Did I squeak? What happened there?
You were waggling. You were
I
wiggling.
thought.
you're in
Did
orange
we
car.
touch going into the turn, or did
I don't.
something
it
else
seemed
happen?
like it, but it didn't bother me at all.
A little bit of a
Okay.
touch.
I was wondering what happened. I didn't remember us touching, but
Yeah, I didn't feel it.
I didn't remember me being that loose coming through that turn though until I saw the replay right there.
The brakes were
Thought you about to dive through the middle of them. Beamer.
That would be funny if you did that. Just moved you out.
A little bit of a door there.
Protest.
It'd
Protest.
be funny if he blinked and then blinked in front of you guys. Good old PS3 leg switches kicking in again.
And man, I had a guy blink one time on the Nürburgring, and he was gone. And like 2.5 laps later, that dude popped up like 2 seconds in front of me. I was like, oh my god, I forgot about that guy. Like he disappeared and he was gone for like 10 minutes. He was gone.
See, every time I started to make ground on you guys, I have to let a guy go on the inside of like turn 1. It's like, god damn it.
I was holding my own with them for a little while, and then everybody started catching me, like especially Connor, from behind. So I ended up slowing down and ended up losing the pack at that point.
You just see me like stealthily in the back.
Yep.
Should basically at least do that. Should have made at least one lap of Joker lap.
Yeah, you were always just about passing us, and then you'd beef it.
It was fun, but it was very frustrating because I get right up to you or right next to you, and then it's like, nope.
It doesn't help that the straights on here are very, very short before you come up to the hairpins, so you don't have a whole lot of time.
So both trucks had a lot of trouble.
I was doing good for a while at least.
Yeah, you're the best one out there, even though you have a couple of
Yeah, between my wheel going straight to the left without me knowing if it was too late and all that, it's just, yeah.
Bumper to bumper.
But
Who's
that
bravest on the
happened.
braking?
Okay, this season crash out.
We'll get there when Kova runs me over.
Yeah, DJ finally passes him and Kova says, "Not today."
Now, I seriously, I didn't think he would brake that soon. That's what sent me into his rear end.
It's weird because he's out braking you when he's behind you.
You can send it so far into that turn there, but it's such a weird turn. You can take so many different lines through there.
Slowly getting closer.
I wonder who had the fastest lap.
Oh, it was definitely freaking Drew.
Yeah,
He was at 48 behind me.
Like fastest lap overall. I wonder who had the fastest lap.
Overall, it was, I don't know.
And it's probably next
Phil?
lap.
You had the fastest lap. That's why you said something. you
Yeah, I'm
asshole.
being a smart ass.
I'm wondering who got the fastest lap.
That's why he was so upset when he said Drew.
In that case, who cares?
I could run one lap. I could run one lap really fast.
Who fucking cares who got the fastest lap?
The one thing I do like about watching this battle is that you can slowly see me creeping closer and closer.
Yeah.
Drew's just on a Sunday drive out front.
I mean, really, it seemed like when you got back on the track, you were about 4.5 seconds back, 5 seconds back, and it
I was
seemed like
6.
that's what you were the whole time. Because by the time you got around Kova, you were still like 4.1 seconds back.
So when I got back on track and running, I was 7 behind you. And I'd start to catch up to Kova and DJ, and then all of a sudden I'd have to let someone go and I'd lose it back again.
It was really like Kova and DJ just started getting drawn back by probably traffic and stuff, and maybe just fighting against each other.
No, it was the yeet. As soon as they separated from you in the draft, I was able to actually catch them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, because whenever they...
That extra 10th or 2 that everyone got drafting was killing my progress.
That makes sense. These things don't get much of a draft.
No, they don't. But then again, when was the last time these cars' models were updated?
That's true.
What lap is this?
This is lap 15.
Oh, that's halfway through the race. It's 35 laps.
Let's see, I think...
Yeah, go down to what's that, lap 24 or lap 25, that'd have been winning. Because that's when he has the...
Well, that's when he needed to go into the pits. I think this is the one where he gets yeeted.
And then I'm over here trying to. Yeah, I think it was this one. Because he came through and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you braked way earlier. Ah! I was like, whoa, what the hey?
A little more, you would have got Drew too.
Well, I was trying to hope that I could slide it into the corner and stop and not go all the way around, but at the same time try to make sure that I didn't dump through going through there sideways at mock Jesus.
And then that damage on my fender didn't help me. But let's go ahead to the last couple of laps.
think you're too far forward for what you're looking for.
Huh?
I think you're too far forward now for what you're looking for. See, I'm already in front of you there.
Yeah, the parachute I had for a right rear was slowing me down because I felt like I was just dropping back further and further and further other than the contact I had.
Over checked up not to get into Kova. Connor sees me and Kova goes, I do not want a part of this.
Dude, that was pretty fun watching you guys. I won't lie.
And there you go.
That's like last
No,
week.
you maintain it still here.
Scott was talking about he didn't even want to pass anybody because he was just happy sitting behind watching the 4 trucks duke it out.
It was the same as tonight too. I wasn't going to pass the Solstices because I was just wanted to watch the battle. Hell, at one point I was just glad I was able to keep up with you guys.
That might be the only slide job to ever happen in a Solstice. And Kova tries to come back, I think, in this corner.
Are those the brakes lighting up?
Yeah, these ones actually do have brake lights. Try to dig hard into the turn there, and it's just not enough. Starting to get a crowd behind us.
They all wanted to watch the show. I think that grass touch was your downfall.
Seeing if I could shave anything off, and these guys come weaving by us. Okay, let's go ahead and move up to you and see what happens with Drew.
Oh, he just waits.
Yeah, once he got clear view and had about a second or so, I just started lifting and coasted and letting him get caught back up because I wanted him to at least get in front of me before the last couple of laps and actually try to race him. Because I felt bad for spinning him earlier and him not being able to get the spot back from me. I try to be fair. I mean, I feel like that was my fault.
What is that red hoop on the bumpers?
Tow hooks.
What?
They're tow hooks, so you can come just hook like a chain and pull the cars away.
Okay.
They're hooked to the chassis underneath the plastic bumpers.
The real reason is because the Solstice was a dog and it broke down a lot.
Ah!
If they go ahead
stuff from the wall,
or go head first into the gravel trap and they can't get to the front side to pull them out.
Also, you could probably use them to tie down on the trailer.
You're able to hear my speed from the other room. I heard it.
Yeah, I think I heard
Yeah,
it.
I heard it get picked up in Kova's mic. His bedroom door is open. And I'm in the dining living room area thing.
Face cam.
I mean,
There's
I could
Drew.
technically just barge into his room and say hi.
Go for it, I dare you. Put your ball.
It's up to you if you want to show your face.
Well.
And here we come down to the last laps, and I was like, will Beefy make it? And then Drew was like right in front of us, and I was like, can I make it? I was like,
Yeah.
here she is.
I wasn't sure if you knew what I was trying to do there. Like I moved over and was letting you by, and it was like it was almost like you weren't sure.
I didn't want to overshoot the corner to just have you dump me again on exit.
And then you guys had like a one-lap shootout.
No, this was it. This is coming to checkered.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
just
yeah.
one lap. But yeah, I wish there would have been another lap so we could have gotten a good.
I was like-
A shootout? A shootout? I didn't know that this was also doubled as the moonshine run. Gosh.
Yeah, and there we go. All right, now let's take a look at the graveyard, shall we? Let's see, go up a bit. Give us a little pitch.
Just a bit outside.
That should do it, yeah?
Oh yeah. I know I was right behind Cobra. He went and hit the wall. And as he bounced off to the right, I had to swerve and I was trying to hit him.
I'm just suddenly very acutely aware of the bruises that are on my shins for pushing the carts that are at work. The small double-decker carts that everyone loves for some weird reason. The bar is close. If you're not careful, you'll hit your shin on that stupid bar at the bottom. And
No, I know that's like.
yeah, holy cats!
Jesus Christ, Kova.
The entire front party, the entire hood just went.
I got flipped over. I was like, I'm a turtle. And I got flipped back
You look
over.
like-
And I was like, I'm
Yeah,
good.
there's me.
You look like that version of Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's
My
that
tire
has
fell
his
off.
face ripped off.
And of course, my hood is just dancing everywhere.
It doesn't know what physics are. It's
And I
so
come in, it's like,
gotta
where's
just-
Kova? Where's Kova? I gotta get him for getting me. I gotta get him.
It doesn't know what
And then I
physics
see him at the
are.
last second, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna do it.
That was impressive, though. I'm gonna have to see that again.
I was lucky enough to get back over to you guys because I didn't have any wheels. That would turn at that point.
I couldn't get my truck to stay straight as soon as I hit the grass.
My car could lurch forward and backwards, and that was it.
I was worried I was going to catch too much air coming up right here. I'm way back on the far side, starting to go across.
That hood.
That hood just wants to keep on dancing.
The hoods are awesome. They're like the
It's
best
like
thing.
you want jiggle physics. This is what you get.
I caught some air and drove into you mid-flight.
Oh
Wow!
God!
And off he goes.
There he gone.
Went straight through the catch fence.
Wow!
I'm sitting there and go, oh, man, he's out of here.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, there I am, just completely missed. Again, the judge don't
So
want to stay
bumpy
straight and
there.
do it.
Whoa!
Whoa, what was that?
That looks like a bumper flying.
Bomb!
Yeah, that's a bumper.
My people need me.
And there goes,
The hood's like,
oh,
I'll help you.
doing the moon dance. No, the
Let's
moon
go.
Hey,
It's like your people need you. Take me with you.
Some of these goofy little glitches with some of this stuff is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hoods are the best. Man.
Or
So-
when the suspension disconnects or stretches and it's like 40 feet outside of the car, and
oh,
the
I
car
know what you're
just,
talking about.
car just goes
What
into blender mode.
Yeah, that
What
game
did it
does,
cause it to shoot up into the sky like that, though?
A collision with the ground. And boom!
Car waits like 5 seconds after braking and then blows up.
Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and save the replay here. Let's see, rewind a little bit.
So we might have a new fifth man in the.
Maybe, we'll see.
I feel like we probably will just by virtue of Goose not being here.
Okay.
And then what? Philip was in his own class, wasn't he? And wasn't he in like
Yep.
sixth place? I feel like he'll probably move up.
I
I
finished
don't know. I don't know what the
second
point difference
overall
is.
and first. Let's see, where was I? Yeah, I was right up there.
Okay, there we go.
I was the seventh behind Cam. Cam is most likely going to be the one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's take a look at the
Mario.
results here.
I couldn't remember who was in sixth.
He had me like 95 points.
I missed out on a win though too because I slapped the wall with 2 laps to go and broke my left wheel. But I probably led the most laps.
Let's take a look at the lap graph here. Wow, lots of stuff there at the beginning.
It looks like. What does it look? It looks like someone's embroidery project. Like,
And then Brian goes, yep.
Yeah.
it's like someone started off on an embroidery project, completely chaotic, not knowing what they're doing, finally getting some semblance of organization, and then failing again.
Okay, let's log into here. Okay. Okay, log in. Okay. Now. Seasons. Show. Cameraman has moved in. Well, in the preliminary at least. Yeah, he's knocked Goose out of the top 5. Now, let's pull up the results from the last race. Okay.
Okay, cool. So that does have a display port on it.
I'm gonna be disappointed seeing the results from the last race because I didn't do as good this one.
Okay. Yeah, Phoenix. Good. Now, everybody posted a lap. That's good. Now, let's go ahead and start off Solstice. Let's add in these ones here. The Contender Class bonus, which replaces the Contender's car swap bonus. Good. And one more. Okay, Contender Class. Now let's go ahead and bring up the lap graph here. Make sure I see Solstice. Drew, DJ. So let's see. Drew probably, let's see. So most laps led wasn't awarded, it doesn't look like. Not for this class at least. Yeah, Drew led the most. So let's make sure he gets that. 5 most laps led bonus. Create. Okay. BMW. Most laps led. Good. Right. SRX. He needs his. Make sure it came through correctly. Yep. Street stocks. Lap led. Fastest lap, so we need most laps for the street stocks. And that is... Hold on. So Spencer, Sean, and Rick. Here we go. Yeah, it looks like Sean led the most. Pretty easy determination there. There we go. And then we go to the trucks. Lap led, fastest lap. Let's see. Brian and Daniel. Yeah, no question. Okay, those bonus points are in, and let's now take care of the car swap bonuses. Let's see, Connor. Yep. So 10 car swap bonus. Create. There's Philip. He swapped his. Then Spencer, was he here last time? Spencer. Yes, he was. He swapped. Good. Sean was in the last one too. He swapped as well. Come on. Then Rick. No, Rick wasn't in there last time. See, Brandon, Drew, me, we already have our bonuses. Brian. No, Brian was not in there last week. DJ, he has
I had to
his.
work last week, so.
Yeah. Then Scott, he was in there. Good, and he swapped. Good. And then Daniel. Yep, Daniel was there too. Good. Car swap is in. Don't need that no more. Very good. Now, let us go in and double check. You okay?
Yeah, just a little tired.
All right.
And quiet. Not really.
So, yeah. Drew is still in first. I'm still in second. Brandon and DJ and Sean have moved up. So we have a new entrant to the contender class, Mr. Cameraman. All right. So now let us determine which cars we're going to take out. So, la-di-da-di-da. Spin the wheel. Da-da-da-da. Here we are. Okay, let's bring
Wheel
up.
of Chaos.
Yes. Okay, bring up the chart.
I thought it was the Wheel of Karma.
Okay,
Could be
league
cool.
roster. Now, let's see, we want all of these ones. Well, actually, hold on. Let's update this here. So, turn these P's into X's. Say what?
Said you're the only one that knows the codes.
So the P's represent the fact that the car is planned for the next race. The X's indicate that they have the number of times they've been used in a race.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. Save that.
Why'd you use X's as opposed to just the regular number?
Well, it works as a tally, a running tally. So the Formula V, yes, is disqualified. And let's see. Solstice.
Receive the forever heat.
Well, for the season anyway.
Okay, now let's see. We want this one, this one, and this one. Okay. So, first selection. Each car gets one entrant. It's represented at least once. Then, we take off the ones that have been used the most. Put these ones on there. Then take off the next. These ones have been used the least, and they get another entry. Good. All right. Now then, let us decide which cars we are driving next time. So we need 5, and then we'll pick the core car. Ready? The mini stock by a hair.
It looked like it was on the 34.
Yeah, it did. So, put a P there. Remove all. Close. The 87s. Put a P there.
So far, it's a stock car race.
Huh?
So far, it's a stock car race.
So far.
How many are you choosing?
5 cars.
And there's another one.
The
Come on,
trucks.
straight stock. Come on, straight stock.
That's kind of what happened with this race. Was the exact same thing, and then the Solstice got thrown in. We're like, what?
What's the color code? What is that? Green, blue, and red?
Yeah, green are the oval cars, blue are the sport cars, red are the formula, and odd ones out. Okay, that's 3.
Straight stock.
SRX.
That's the 4th time in a row that the 34 has gotten screwed over. Every single time, it's always been the one after the 34.
What's after the 34 this time? That's all I need to know.
Let's see.
MX-5.
The Mazda. Yeah.
Or the street stock.
Oh yeah, there's a street stock over there.
Last
Could
spin.
it be the street stock?
No.
The Skippy.
God damn it, we're driving the Skippy.
I don't know that car.
Well, there's still the core car also.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna need a setup for the Skippy for next week.
I have a setup for the Skippy actually, like just a standard one that I kind of run.
What's the track next week?
we don't know yet.
Okay.
We still gotta run the vote for that one.
So we'll actually, since we just ran the BMW, we're going to make it a choice between the truck and the Ray. Okay,
Put one BMW in there, I think.
fair enough.
If it gets it on one, it deserved to be there.
Okay, ready? No!
Of course.
That's crazy.
Fast cars, but they drive with.
I was hoping that would happen out of just for the memes.
Well, the wheel is spoken.
Like it won 1 versus 3. It meant to be there.
All right, so select all.
I love driving the M2 tonight, but the problem is I don't know why, but I had trouble shifting down into second gear.
So yeah, we've got the mini
What
stock.
car is that? The BMW?
Yeah, the BMW.
Yeah, they require a certain RPM and certain speed before it'll downshift.
Yep.
Which is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. If I want to downshift, I want it to downshift. I don't want no computer telling me it's okay to downshift. Okay,
Especially
go ahead,
when
Kova.
Especially when you're coming up to the hairpins.
Yeah.
So this is
Have
going to
to
be
stop
interesting.
downshifting.
So yeah, we got the mini stock, the 87s, the trucks, the SRX, and then the BMW and the Skippy. It's going to be interesting to see which one is chosen as the core car, as the contender car.
It'll be the Skippy.
Well, not necessarily. All right. So here's a bit. So really quick, let me put a little bit of a marker on here. So Daytona Daytona. Here we are. Daytona Short. Season 5. Okay, good. Now, so we'll keep to the idea of using either a free track or one that is commonly owned. But do we want to continue to limit like how long the track is, or do we want to go even shorter or even longer?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I thought we were a bit too short tonight.
Maybe make a bit for a little bit of a longer one. Maybe open it up to like between 1 mile and 3 miles.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
All right.
3 miles.
I like that reaction.
Well, there are plenty. Let's see, miles. Let's see, save.
Well, we got fast cars this time around, so it's not like.
Yeah, we've got tracks that are.
Solstice and the 34 and the V or something like that. Half of our cars.
I don't care. I'm just
only go 100 miles an hour.
You know, actually, we don't want to go up into the 3 range. We want to go up. We want to go up to, not into the 3 range, because that opens up all these other tracks here. Yeah, a whole ton of other options. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind when I put up the next poll. While I have this this chart here, does anyone want to see anything like relate?
Where does Okayama, the full track, where does that fall in there? How big is that track?
So Okayama.
How long is it since we raced there? I think we raced there last season.
Well, let's find it first with the A to Z. Okayama. Here we go.
Right there.
This one is 2.31.
Okay.
That's the full course. And we used it last season, actually.
It's got the short course. Yeah, it's got the short course too, which is basically a horseshoe.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun, also.
Yeah, we've also used it twice.
Yeah. I was just wondering. It was just something I had. It's totally wasn't about this. I just didn't know how long that track was.
Let's see. Any
What
other?
is your worst track?
My worst track?
Well, Drew's worst track. What track does he struggle the most at? That's what we should pick.
I don't know. You'd have to go down the list. And, Snetterton, or not? It's not Snetterton. What's that? What's
Virginia
that one that looks like a
Motorsport
guitar? Yeah, that one. That turn 1, turn 2 complex gets me, but I've almost got it down.
Oh,
I like Virginia.
You may like it, but you may not be good at it.
I'm pretty decent.
You may like a track, but you may not.
It's got a couple of configurations that I've never run though.
Oh yeah, the inside or the infield. Yeah, it's a
Well,
couple different ones.
there's the different ones that use the far end of the back straightaway and then come into the infield. I've never driven either of those configurations.
Yeah, there's blind turns over a hill.
You know, I'm looking at this.
We've used the inside infield of Virginia before, but
Yeah, the
never used
Patriot.
the combinations of the infield of the back straightaway.
The Grand Course. You know, that might actually, because for our last race, it'll be the one that is like super long. Some of the options that we've got here. We've run Nürburgring. We've run Le Mans. Let's see.
We ran Spa.
We ran Spa. It's indicated right there.
Yeah,
But let's see. We've got Monza combined as a possibility. Then we've got Virginia Grand, and there's also Road America, and there's also Bathurst. So it'll be interesting what that one will be when we eventually vote on it. But yeah. So I'll go ahead and close this for now. Well, hold on.
Mugello, I'm generally not that great at Mugello. I don't know how many people have that track.
All right.
It's a big, giant, wide track, though. So.
Well, that brings us to the conclusion of this week's race. What do you guys think?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I mean, the racing in the contender class especially was very fun.
Yes, it was.
Well, with a few mishaps, but yes, it was.
Oh, even with that, it still was really good.
Oh,
There
yeah.
wasn't like, there was not anybody like just laying a fender to somebody to knock them out of the way. It just
Yeah. And I don't think I've ever seen the chat on the stream so active before. I thank all of you guys here on YouTube.
Ponies, dude.
Of all the topics, thank you guys for commenting. So, gentlemen, I will bid you all good night. Thank you for joining in, Fidget, as well. It was excellent to race with you again. We've got a good formula going, I think. All right.
Formula V.
All right. Well, I will see you all next week for the prelim and the league race again, and any other things that happen to pop up in the interim.
All right.
Yep, I'll definitely be in as long as work doesn't interfere with me like it did last week.
All right. Well, gentlemen, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay. And to you, the YouTube audience, again, thank you guys for being so active with your comments. We had a good amount of viewers in the audience too, concurrent, seeing 30 views total so far. I mean, I'm not a big streamer, but just knowing that I've got people that want to watch, it's very appreciated. And I do this for fun. I don't do this for money. I've never gotten a cent from my YouTube stuff. I might have at one point been able to do it, but never really materialized. But anyway, thank you all for watching, for commenting, for being there, and I will see you all next week. Good night, YouTube. Thanks for watching us race. Yes, Scott. Alrighty. Good night.